There's a lot of different factors that affect tire wear and tire fitment to EVs. And the weight and the torque are the first two things that people think about. And they're absolutely correct. They generally are heavier for the vehicle size and they have a lot of torque and it is instant. But there are a couple other things that really influence, especially tire wear over time, that people don't think about, that those of us in the industry that have had to adapt to this have really learned. And that's, there really is no free rolling. So if I think about, to kind of oversimplify, on an ICE vehicle, when you're just driving down the highway, the tire's not under any really torsional stress. It's just rolling along. On an EV, the tire is either always under torque or always under regen. And what that does is it just adds that additional little stress to it over time. The thing that we really see though, and especially on a lot of EVs because they tend to be driven in cities, so a lot of tighter corners, a lot of higher maybe loading as they go through some of those corners, is the suspension design. So drive a Tesla Model 3 Performance and it does not handle like a car that weighs 45 or 4,700 pounds or whatever it weighs. It handles a lot more athletically than that. Part of that's the low center of gravity, but the way that the suspension is designed is there is a lot of dynamic camber and a lot of dynamic toe. And those two things together, combined with heavy load and the high torque, are one of the things that really accelerates tire wear. And you see that especially in the rears of a lot of those EV vehicles where they're using those tricks to make the vehicle feel more athletic. The regen braking can, if I think about like one pedal mode, if you use that in any of the EVs, the regen braking can be very aggressive. Ultimately, you typically aren't going to have the same incredibly high levels of torque if you were to, brake very aggressively as a normal driver. But because the regen is so aggressive in just kind of normal situations, I think that is another thing that can put additional stress on the tire. So it's just all of those systems working together really stress the tire. And I think that generally speaking, we see the tires on EVs last about 50% less than tires on comparable ICE types of vehicles because of all those factors put together. So that's why we as an industry have had to look at how do we develop tires that are, level up the technology overall, like we've done within Bridgestone with our Enlighten technology, but also develop products that are very specifically designed for EVs like our Turanza EV, so that we really have a way to, when somebody comes in, it's an easy choice for them to make around, hey, I drive a Tesla, I should put this EV tire on my Tesla. Really to mitigate the wear life and also kind of the wear robustness that is required to be successful in these vehicles, we've had to really stretch our technology in that we developed a whole new polymer. We call it peak life polymer that was debuted on our Turanza EV, kind of that first application of where can we take this new thing that we've built and make the most difference. It was on our EV tire. And over time, we've spooled that out into other products that we make. And so we really kind of see that as almost like a test bed for this new technology because of the severity of the application that eventually the whole market will be able to benefit from. I would say that we did all of our testing for the Turanza EV on the Tesla Model 3 because it's just, there's so many of them out there. We'd typically use something like a Toyota Camry. So not truly apples to apples. The Model 3 obviously has a higher performance envelope. It's heavier, but generally speaking, people use it for a very similar type of application. And in that regard, that's roughly that 50% wear difference that we saw between those two, depending on the tire spec. So our goal was to really use the Model 3 to do all of the wear testing. Doing a 20,000 mile wear test on an EV is kind of a pain. Doing winter testing, but it's what we had to do to make sure that it was fully validated. And that's kind of where we came up with, if we can deliver 50,000 miles on a Model 3, we're doing pretty good with the Turanza EV. On that platform, what I would call like our previous generation standard tire would be probably in like the 32 to 35,000 mile range. So it's a pretty significant improvement above that. The 50K range is kind of where we start to see people say like, yeah, I can definitely get 4 to 5 years out of a set of tires. You talk about mileage, but people really, what they really care about is time. Is like people are okay buying tires about every 4 to 5 years. More frequently than that typically is not ideal. We have recently gotten an OE fitment on the Tesla Model Y. Previously though, they've used a lot of Michelin, they've used a lot of Continental as some of their OE fitments. So it's been interesting to kind of see how those competitors have achieved the levels of performance that they have, and then also use them as a kind of a baseline for our value proposition, where we know that range is really important to EV owners. And so the goal is to say, I'm not going to affect your range that much versus your OE tire, but I can make it wear twice as long, and that's money in your pocket. And so when we went to market with the Turanza EV, that was really the value prop that we had. And so it was kind of nice to be able to use the competitors as kind of that stepping stone to be able to talk about what we could offer the market in a dedicated product like that. The one thing that EV owners maybe could consider about tires is that the choices that they make are going to be magnified by the characteristics of their vehicle. they really, I think, maybe even more than others, have to think about what is it that my current setup is doing or not doing that I need it to do, and go and try to find that in the market. And if that's wear life, probably the OE tire is not the thing for you. If it's range, the OE tire is probably the best thing that you're going to get there. So it's just about understanding, or if it's noise because the vehicles are very quiet, if it's ride comfort, knowing what they need out of a tire. There is somebody that makes something that will suit what they need. We have a whole portfolio of things that fits Teslas beyond just the Turanza EV. We've got Potenzas, we've got other Turanzas that will work on those platforms, each of which is tuned to do specific things. And the more that they know about what they want, the better we can put them in something that's going to satisfy whatever that need is. It is a very good point in that, like, the encouraging folks with EVs that are curious to do research. And the thing that I will say that the industry has done a good job of is that because there's so much uncertainty about exactly how do we accommodate this, what do we do, and how do we make sure that we're creating messaging that's clear enough for customers to understand what options there is a lot of information out there. So go do research, come in with that perspective about what do I need, what do I want, and there's going to be a ton of information out there to help you find it. There are a lot of retailers actually that have really focused on getting themselves educated about how to handle EVs because they see it coming and they see the need to level themselves up too. So I actually think you'd be impressed with the level of knowledge that exists out there, all the way from big retailers even to independent dealers, in the work that they put in to educate themselves. But the more that the consumer can do on the front end to help that conversation, the better off that they're going to be.
If you get a ticket, the first thing you should do is text a picture of it to 305-305. That will get the ticket clinic on your case immediately. You'll be facing costly fines, risks of suspension, possible jail time, points on your license, higher insurance premiums, and a lot of bad things that they can help you to avoid. You can also find them at the link in the description below, but the Ticket Clinic is a nationwide law firm with brick and mortar offices in Georgia, Florida, and California, but they've got attorneys everywhere, and that's what's most important, because a local attorney will know exactly how the local laws work, know the people who are in charge, and get you the best outcome possible. So text a picture of your ticket to 305-305 or click the link in the description below to fight your ticket with the Ticket Clinic.